All right, thanks for watching Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at Dawson County High School. It's time for our player interview where I pull on a couple of senior Dawson County Tigers. I got Logan Barnes, a safety, and Sevaughn Clark, all-state running back last year, slides into the quarterback role this season. Two great seniors here at Dawson County. Guys, first of all, just thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Now, what a year it's been. You guys are 6-1, having another fantastic year. But Sevaughn is a weird dynamic because you go from being, we don't see this every day, an all-state running back last year, a big breakout junior campaign for you. Nobody could seem to keep you out of the end zone, you know. And then you slide into a quarterback role this season because Cody Watson, who's one of the state's all-time top dual threat quarterbacks, is out of the program, graduated, moved on. But what was that conversation like? Talk about when you first found out that was a possibility, and what were your initial reactions to becoming quarterback?
Well, deep down, I always knew that eventually I have to do it. But then after the season I had, my junior year, I just kept wanting to play running back. And then spring came around, and then we looked at all our options, and they thought that me playing quarterback was the best fit.
It absolutely was. I mean, it's paying dividends, and you've shown the ability to pass when you need to, but you don't have to do that a whole lot because your offensive line is just so stout. It gives you guys so many big holes, and of course your speed and your bruising abilities to kind of knock down opponents, and you and Ahmad Kamara. How big is he having back there to have that 1-2 punch between the two of you guys?
He's a great person to have back there. We don't have anyone else back there. It takes some of the pressure off me, and then it gives everybody else options to make plays.
Yeah. So what was the biggest challenge for you in becoming a quarterback? I mean, did you feel comfortable from day one being able to throw the ball? Was it something where you had to kind of adjust on how to be able to read the defense a little bit for passes or the deep pass, or was there any challenge you faced?
It was definitely the chemistry between me and the receivers, this first part, and then getting like all the passes down, play calls. Because last year I just had Cody tell me everything, where to go, stuff like that.
Well, he definitely gave you a good model to go by, and you've done very well when you need to throw the ball. So, Logan, we'll switch to you. You're kind of one of the bell cows on the defensive side of the ball, so to speak. But you guys, we would classify as an elite defense. We knew coming back, you guys had pretty much everyone coming back on that side of the ball. How proud is this defense of being able to shut down opponents to the tune of 12 points per game right now?
We take a lot of pride in what we do. We did bring a lot of guys back. I think that helps. Our linemen, we really, we get pressure on the quarterback, and we play fearless. Zach Loga, and he's up there, And then we got a couple guys back secondary. Caleb Bell, he actually moved to corner this year, and Noah, and then we brought in one young bull. Riley Herndon, so we got the chemistry, and we just really click really well. So
Riley's making a name for himself this year. And one thing we noticed about you guys, you had that ability. You got the big guys up front, and Zach being able to get some sacks, and you're the leading tackler, I believe, right now. But you guys are just and probably Raven County and Jefferson, three of the toughest teams in being able to get to the ball quick. Talk about how that plays into the game plan, swarming on defense to the ball.
Well, Coach Maxwell really preaches like 1-2 everything you do, and first one to the ball. So we just try and win our race and be aggressive and play without thinking. We know what we have to do. We practice for it, so we just attack.
And for those who don't understand, like when you swarm the ball, it's like maybe the first guy misses, but you slow that receiver, that running back down, or the quarterback down, and other guys are able to get there and make the play and finish that up if you need to. But how cohesive do you feel like this group is on defense this year?
I truly believe we're one of the best defenses in the state. I think with the teams we've played some really good offensive units, and I think we've really proven ourselves.
Absolutely. 12.7 points per game. A lot of that's been ballooned by the GAC game. You take that one away, we're looking at maybe a touchdown a game. You guys are a very stingy defense. So Sevaughn, we'll kind of transition. I know you don't like to talk about the GAC game, but we picked y'all to win. We were really confident. Y'all went to a very tough environment. That's a tough place to get a win. Hardly anyone can beat that team, and you guys went in and just about pulled it off. What can you say about the way that y'all finished that game?
Yeah, the way we finished, I was proud of the way we finished. Just the quarters before that, we could have played better. Like third quarter, we didn't really do much.
Right.
So defense held their own. The offense didn't really do much. We really appreciate them for stopping them most of the time.
Yeah.
we definitely could have played better as an offense.
Yeah, and you know, for some, they would have viewed if you guys had beat GAC as an upset. We're talking about a top 10 matchup anyway, because you guys number 9, they were number 4, I think. So it wouldn't have been much of an upset, but at the same time it would have, because they're just viewed in that lens of being one of those every year annual powerhouse team. What do you feel like the statement Dawson County made in that game was?
Statement that we wanted to make, that we can hang with anybody in the state no matter what. We got a good team, probably one of the best in the history of Dawson County.
Absolutely, you definitely do. And talk about coming off of that loss. How quickly did you guys regroup as a unit, and what was said to kind of like, hey, let's put this one behind us and let's move forward and concentrate on what we got to do?
And Coach Maxwell has us making all types of adjustments so that we don't make the same mistakes we made,
right? And
that we're just going to move forward from here.
Yeah, and there's a chance, you never know, you guys could square up again in the playoffs when you make a deep run. Logan, talk about what it's like from your perspective, not just on defense, but being able to step back and see. You got Sevaughn and Ahmad doing their thing in the backfield. You got the offensive line, which is an elite line. You guys on defense, we already hit on that. Having so many weapons like this on one team, what's that like for you to watch?
You know, it kind of takes the stress off the defense. Like, besides the JC game, we took a little bit longer to get our rhythm and find it. But with Sevaughn and like Ryan and Ethan, and Ahmad, it takes a lot of stress and pressure off the defense.
Yeah.
We're just we can play and know we make a mistake. They got our back, and it's really good to see. Yeah,
it's crazy. We've been sitting here talking about y'all and haven't even mentioned Ryan Glass, Ethan Cameron. Those guys. There's so many weapons on this team. It's just awesome to watch.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like this team needs to do to make a deep playoff run?
I really think we just need to focus on ourselves. Coach Maxwell will tell us it doesn't matter who we play. Whether we're playing against ourselves. So I think if we do what we know we have to do, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. So now, last question for both of you guys. Kind of hit on your recruitment. What can you guys share about where you're at right now? And I guess we'll start with you, Logan, because you committed, I believe, during the summer, as you mentioned, to Wofford. So what was it that sold you on them, and then what was the recruiting process like for you?
Well, the coaches, they truly care about you up there, like more than just as a football player. And with a top tier education and a great football team.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I really fit into their defensive scheme too. I feel like all around I knew from the first day I went there, like, this is a place I see myself going.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you get some early playing time there as well. That'd be awesome. And how big of a weight was that for you to get that done before the season started?
Just kind of let me get it out of the way. Most people were playing each and every week, trying to get that offer. So I feel like I got that set aside so I can focus on every game and every week and just this team right now.
And so you're kind of rubbing it in here to Sevaughn, but the fun thing for you, man, is you're getting so many offers each and every week. I mean, maybe it is stressful. Some guys love it. Some guys hate the recruiting process. How would you classify how you're feeling about it so far?
Right now, I'm just focused on the season. I worry about the recruiting process after. I'm just worried about getting my boys wins.
Absolutely. Can you name any? I know you've been public on some of the offers you've gotten, but maybe you could share some of what you got so far and how you're enjoying that process.
I've gotten offers from like Wofford, Navy, Air Force, Tennessee Tech, places like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So maybe we're thinking, what time frame are we kind of thinking for any kind of commitment? You're saying basically after the season that you'll assess everything?
Yeah, after the season.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thanks again so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing the Tigers make a deep run in the state playoffs this year. We'd love to see y'all square off with GAC again and get the win when it matters most. So thank you guys again. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Oui, il y a d'autres.